right, let me see if I can walk you through how to create an assignment with groups. All right, so it's a couple of different steps. One of the things that I've done here is that there's an assignment for my students that is a simple brainstorm. And so what I've done is I've duplicated that assignment for the brainstorm, and here I've placed it in a different weekly module as a group peer help. And so what I'm asking my students to do is to, and I created, in this case it was a duplicate and then I placed it here, but you can create it from scratch by going into the plus right here in the module and then adding an assignment. Okay, so then what I've asked my students to do is, based on that previous assignment that only took about 10 minutes, to now share their brainstorm with their group. And so I've given them instructions. Here I'm going to place a link on how to get to my group. I have an example of what it's going to look like when they get there, and I have a video tutorial that will also help them get to their group. Some of the other things that I should show you here are, for example, if I click edit, so that you can see some of the things that I've put in place here. I've given this a points. If I don't give or assign any points, then what happens is that, or zero, it can be zero if you want. But if I don't put in a point value, it means that I won't have a speed grader to then go and use a rubric and quickly give them their points and then give them some feedback. But here you can see that it is part of the final research paper section. It is graded and displayed as points. The submission type is online. It can be text entry. It can be a file upload. So I'm going to try to be as equitable as possible by giving them different ways to go ahead and upload that. And so what I'm going to do here is, in file uploads, I'm going to go ahead and place in different types of files. For example, a JPEG, a PDF, a PNG, so that they can go ahead and do that. Now, you can tell that my computer is being a little bit slow right now, but that is how I'll do that right there. Let me go ahead and see if I can pause a little bit to see if my computer will catch up. Okay, let's see here. There it is. All right, so you can see here that these are the different file types. That means that they can take a screen print of it. They can print a PDF. I just want to see the work that they've done. They will get one attempt. Yes, the one attempt is it's such a small assignment that they really just need to post it and get on. And then for me as well, because I need to be able to go and post, and then post grades for their brainstorm that they shared, and for helping their classmate out, so with some friendly comments. And so I can't go back and keep seeing how this has been adjusted. It'd be just too crazy for me. So then here, this is very important. If this is a group assignment, this box needs to be checked. It says this is a group assignment. Assign grades to each student individually. Absolutely, because sadly I do have students who will not participate at all, right? And so then here the group set is going to be the small groups. If you have more than one group set, then you're going to have to be very specific which one you want to use. Let's see, and then I've assigned it to small group 2 and small group 1. And then here I did assign it to the whole class section just in case. And then they all have exactly the same dates, as you can see here. And then the last thing here is going to be a save. Now, for us, what do we do then after this? Well, if we go into people, right, and then we click on small groups, now it's very, very, very important that before setting up the assignment, and you'll notice that that assignment is already somewhere in week 10, right? So my class is pretty much formed, that there aren't any students left out here without being assigned to a group. All right, once they're in a group, we can go ahead and click on the More Options dot and then visit the group homepage. All right, so this is the homepage. They can create more activity here if they want. And there's already a page that I started to set up for them by clicking on the Add page. Then you'll notice that on their Add page, what I've done is I've copied that assignment instruction right there. And I've also added the names of the students in this group, all right? Then what I'm going to do is, because this is not the only group, I'm going to go into edit. And the other last thing is that I did add this, it's only members can edit this page, and they have an add to to-do list. So then on November 2nd, they're going to get a little flag that tells them, hey, come on in and participate in this. So I'm going to click on the revealed codes right here for the HTML, just because it's easier for me to make sure that I'm copying everything here. Copy, and then I go back. And let me see, did I tell them? Yes, I told them here, please copy this table and paste it into your assignment submission so that I can give you thank you points. And then here, I think one of the things that I might add, let me see, no, here, copy, I give them instruction on what to do. And then here I'm going to add, please use a bit of grit and ingenuity. Find a way to copy this table with the filled out, I don't know that they would understand what a cell is, filled out information to the actual assignment. Now, it is possible that they're not going to be able to do this, right? But that's okay. I mean, I want them, it's okay if they fail at actually doing this final thing. It'd be great if they did. If they don't, I can always come back and visit this and then say, okay, they posted their brainstorm and I've given them an example and their peer supportive comment. So I can still go back and give them grades without too much back and forth about, you know, where did you post your, where did you post this? Where did you post that? Now, because I added this little line, I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to copy this whole thing again. And the reason for that is that I want both groups to be identical, because right now I'm not surveying them to see how much instruction they need or how much they don't. So I don't need to compare them both. I just want them both to have the same information. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left, and right above the group navigation menu, I'm going to click on switch groups and I'm going to go to group 2. That's the second group. I'm going to go to pages and I'm going to add a page. All right, and then I'm going to click on the HTML just for me. Now you don't have to do this. I do this because I want to make sure I get my whole banner and everything in there. All right, and so then this is called final, let me see, I believe it was called final research paper brainstorm group. There we go. And with this page, only members can go ahead and edit it. That means that they can type into that table. And I'm going to give them a to-do listing, just so it reminds them, right? And so the due date is the 3rd. I'm going to give them another reminder on the 2nd. And then I'm going to put in, well, actually, this is at 8 a.m. And so that means that also they will get a notification. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and save. And so now both of those groups have this reminder to come in. They'll be able to hit the edit button. They'll be able to come in and plug in their information. Now, because this is the first time that they have to do anything that's this way, peer review like this, that's not in a discussion, I think that I'm probably going to either create a video for them that I'll give them, or I'm going to ask them to come in to synchronous meeting, to a virtual meeting, just where I can walk them through it and answer any questions they may have. All right, so that's how you do that. To get back from any of the group stuff, you would click on group, and then you would click back on the course itself, and that's how you get back over there. And then to grade the work, you would just go back to the assignment and you would hit the speed grader, and that's how you'd be able to give them points for everything they uploaded. And also, if in doubt, then you always can go back to that other page and see if they filled something in out there and they just couldn't figure out how to copy that and then paste it in the assignment. All right, so I hope this helps. Feel free to ask any questions. We can brainstorm things together, troubleshoot things together to make your group assignments work. Bye.